Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. You can tell when I've got too much going on my mind because I ended the last video without doing the draw. I'm so sorry. I left everybody hanging. I forgot Tammy's Happy Mail, which is a fantastic project. And I didn't do the draw. So let's do the draw. You remember we did the belly band, the one that has the ties up at the top so that you have, oh, my light is weird today. So that you've got a belly band on one side of your page and a belly band on the other. So let's give these away. Let's go. Let me grab two paper clips and let's get the party going. So Linda Barnes, all right, Miss Linda, this one is going to come your way, girlfriend. So here is this one, and I'm sorry. I am so sorry, guys, that I did that. As soon as I shut the camera off, I looked and I went, oh my gosh. And if I knew how to edit, I could have gone and done it. But we need, oh, and Tammy, here you go. You get this one, honey. That's perfect. Absolutely perfect. I will go and look and see what other names need to be added to this. But perfect. Okay, look at what Tammy sent me. Look at the cutest envelope. Look at that. Candy corn. Candy corn. Isn't that just cute? I love that. But look at, it's a pop-up card, pop-up box card. So I'm going to have to try to figure out how to create this. But look at this. Is that adorable? Look at the vintage characters in here. Look at this. I don't know if there's a special way that I'm supposed to open it. It lays flat like this. This is the front. This is the back. I would love to know, Tammy, where you get these little characters because they're adorable. And then what I did is I just kind of manipulated it like this. And I'm thinking that's what you're supposed to do, but it's so cute. And I don't know. I gotta figure it out because look at how cute that is. This is just, I mean, I love it. And there's a couple things I want to talk to you about today. We are going to do the reveal of the kits for November. We're going to do that next. And then somebody I got to the comments this morning and somebody had said, well, there were several of you that really enjoyed what I used to do when I would give a theme and then you would send something and it was kind of like Happy Mail. Like I would say, let's just say February, Valentine tags, or love tags or love notes or something like that. So then if you wanted to partake in that, then you would send me something and I would send you something in return. So if it was tags, you'd send a tag, I would send a tag in return. You guys really liked that. We did not do that at all this year. So I'm thinking, because there were several of you that enjoyed it, I was thinking let's maybe go back to that next year and come up with that idea. So, yeah, I'm thinking we're going to do that. And then I wanted to talk to you. Well, I want to share this with you. And then I want to talk to you about another comment that I got that I think we should also address. So, this is the kit. And I want to see, I don't know let me see what Yoo-Hoo sticks sell for. because there was a comment about the price of the kits. Magic Blue. Magic Blue Yoo-Hoo glue stick. This is just on Amazon, just to get an idea of what the price would be. Pack of 2 tubes. Pack of 2 tubes. It's not, this is blue. This is not, but that's $7.45. Here we go. Well, that is, okay, $8.99. There we go. You can see that. It's this. No, it isn't. This is Magic Blue. I don't know. Okay, here we are, Magic Blue. But this is for how many? Well, that's $18. But here's one that is $5.25 for one. Okay, so, well, you get the gist. Let's see how many are in this. It's the blue, but does it say, what's the count? Well, this looks like it's just one. That can't be right. 17, there's no way. All right, we're just going to say probably under 10, but okay. This is November's kit. I am totally off track. So in one of the kits previous to this, I had given these cutters, and I had some cutters left over. So I went ahead and added, so the kit's got a cutter. I can't tell you the price of the cutter because they come in a pack. Then there's several strips of paper strips that are Tim Holtz Ideology. So we've got these, and they're all different. They're different widths, they're different patterns, but there are approximately 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There's approximately 18 of these strips in your kits. I always like to include some Tim Holtz. Then I included 2 of these. I don't want to bend them. They're folders. You can see there's a score strip. There's 3 score strips here so that you can make a little book, a little envelope. There's a tuck here for a tag. I mean, that's what I would do. I would cover this with paper, lace, fabric, whatever you want to do. You've got a pocket here. You've got a little pocket there. So each one has 2 of these, and they're pretty durable, pretty heavy cardstock. So there's 2 of those. Then there is a Tim Holtz page here. This is a little bit of everything, and they're all different. They're all white, but be authentic, hold tight. If you're lucky enough to be different, never change. Love with all your heart. Be original. So these, there is 1 page of these. There's 2 Yoo-Hoo glue sticks. There are, there's labels. Guys, these are not stickers, these are labels. So if you've got stamps, this is fantastic for that. So you can stamp your labels much like, do I have any of those left? Or get your stickers out. And remember, we had a day when we did this. Now these are stickers, but we also stamped a bunch of them. So I used stickers. These labels look like this, and I used stickers. And then we had a day where we stamped. We had the labels, and we did a bunch of stamping. And I believe it was on these, and I've used them all. So these are not stickers, but you could just put your glue on the back. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There's 20. So there's a big variety of colors and patterns. So this should be lots and lots of fun to play with. Then you've got postcards. Let's see. These are all postcards, and everybody's pack will be different. I've got 4 of these are sold. I've got 5. I've got 1 left over that I will be putting in my, I think I'm going to put it in my Etsy shop, or if you know you want one, I think I'm going to hold off. We're going to run up to the mountains and we're going to come back. I think I'm going to hold off. If you know you want it, shoot me a message through Etsy, and I will take if there's more than one, I'll take the one that is first. So it's $50 and $9.50 in shipping, US only. So here is 1 postcard. There's 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 6 postcards. And then there's some fall cards. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. I mean, look at that. There may be 1 or 2 in here that kind of have a Halloween theme. There might be, and what I mean by that is there might be one of these that has like a carved pumpkin picture. But look at how beautiful. So there's 4 of these. There's 2 of these. These are not postcards. They make great tags. They make great flips. They make great just pieces to write on. So then you've got that. Then there's 3 different pages here of vintage looking paper. Great backdrops for tags or just about anything that you want, all stamped. Really, really cool paper. So there is that. This is a huge kit. There's a word. The words are different. And so I think there's one that says blessed, thankful. They're all the words are like in a fall theme. So there's a word. Then I included, I'm going to do the journal last. I included 2 sets of metal corners. So this one, I think most of them are the same. So this one's got copper and this one has silver. So the copper goes really, really well with this particular journal if you wanted to do that. So there are 8 large metal corners. And I believe I tried to make the corners all the same. So copper and silver. But I can't guarantee that. There may be some that are the brass. There may be some that, I don't know that there are any gold, but there might be. Okay, and then there's 2, I mean, aren't these so cute? Look at this. I love this. It's like matches the paper here. 2 washi tapes that are fall. And then I know there's another washi tape in there. So there's a fall envelope. This was from Grabby. and I put them together. So you've got your label here, you can decorate. And then in here, I believe there are punches. There are just different fall leaves and fall ephemera that you can use in your book. So super, super cute. Then in here, your journals are all different. The pattern is the same, but the like the cutout, I'll get to that in a second, but this is filled with all sorts of yummy, fun things as well. So you get a glycine bag, and you get some pieces, some, I want to say they're not chipboard, but you get, I don't know what you would call these. They're not chipboard, but you get some cute pieces, a couple wooden pieces, a couple wooden leaves. You get one of my wax seals. Here you get another washi tape, super cool looking washi tape. Here's some more of the leaves and the punch outs. I guess they're punch outs. Look at that, and that's so pretty. There's a frame. You get some, I call these filigree. I believe these were also from my Grabby. When I had shared the fall Grabby with you, I told you I would be using these in these boxes because they're so beautiful. Then you get some pages here, some scrap pages, and there are no scrap pages from the journal. So you're going to want these. There's a page there. And then you've got some of these. We have done work with this before. You've seen that. Then we've got some tags here. These were also Grabby, but I thought they're perfect for this. Oh, and there's another leaf. So I guess there's 3 fall leaves, but these are double-sided. So the punch outs, and then I did, so there's another leaf, and then I went ahead and I included the things from Hobby Lobby because they're just great for tags. They're great for just adding for pockets or whatever in your journals. You've seen we have done things with these. So you've got 3 of these pumpkins, 2 of the leaves. These happen to be 2 different colors. And then you've got, I believe there's 3 pumpkins that are on the sticks. And if you don't want the sticks, you're gonna just gently pull this stick out, but you could very easily use this with a piece of washi tape and keep the little stick on there. Oh, there's 4 of those. So there's quite a bit in this fall. There's quite a bit in this fall kit. Hopefully you can see your value. And this is the journal then. It's a double signature. It's got a metal plate here. It's got stitching. You can see the tri-color stitching. It's got heavy fabric here, and it has lace. That is the back. So the front and the back are stitched around, and then the cording, because it's fall, I didn't want to use ribbon. So, I mean, you can replace that if you want. But I used the jute. And so this particular one, here you go on the inside, here is your fabric. I went through and I put stickers in here. So you've got fall pages, you've got bags. This is a double signature. You've got vellum, and you've got copy dyed paper. Here's a pocket. You've got beautiful heavy cardstock. And then you've got some scrapbooking paper. You've got some gold leaf paper. I believe this might be Bo Bunny. I'm not positive that's Bo Bunny or not. So there's the center of your first signature. Stickers, and the stickers were all from Grabby. There's more of your gold. Scrapbook paper, cardstock, another pocket there. This opens out. This is a pocket. Vellum. Here's the other side of your bag, right there. And then here is signature number 2. There's another bag. There's pumpkins. You've got plenty of place in here to use your washi tape. I believe there are no scraps to this because I used all the scraps. This was cut and designed so that we would not have a bunch of scraps. But if you've got fall scraps, by all means, you've got plenty of tags in there that you can make pockets with and little tucks with. But this, I think, is just a beautiful, beautiful journal with beautiful pages and colors. There's the other side of your bag. So, and there is the back. So you can see stitching all around. This is what it looks like. And this is November's kit. So getting to November's kit, like I said, there are 4, I've only done 5, 4 are sold. If you are interested in one of these kits, let me know, and I will wait a few days before I list it onto my Etsy. What I want to do is, I was in the comments today and a discussion came up about the cost of these kits, and so I pulled the last kit that I have from the lavender kit, because it's the one I have. I want to make sure that I'm going to have this on, that I'm going to get this on camera. Let me move this just to make sure. I want to get this on camera so that you can see everything that was in the lavender kit, and I just kind of want to talk a little bit about the value of the kit. So when I do these kits, you have to remember, I get nothing for the time that it takes me to do a kit. I don't factor, if I'm doing 10 of these journals, I don't factor into that the time it takes me to create the journal. Now, this journal comes with, this is Prima cardstock, so we're not dealing with a run-of-the-mill scrapbook paper here. And we've got lace, we've got ribbon, and we've got a really nice size journal here. And I kind of calculate, then I went ahead and I did some beads. This is really not anything. It takes time, but it's not anything in the way of, I think, monetary value. But I would calculate that this naked journal, and I call it a naked journal because it doesn't, for the most part, they don't have pockets, they don't have tucks, they don't have belly bands, they don't have any. That's what I wanted you to do, and that's what helps keep the price down for me. So I calculate this, the value of this, at anywhere between $35 and $45. Because I think if you were to go try to find this journal, this is a double signature, you're going to spend at least $35 for somebody to create a journal like this. So let's go through this journal. So you've got beautiful Prima paper, you've got fabric, and then you've got some heavy-duty scrapbook paper here. You've got I don't know what this paper is. This is not computer paper. You've got vintage, and you can see by the patina, you've got vintage dictionary paper here. You've got a heavy cardstock paper here. This might be Bo Bunny. You've got a specialty paper here, and then you've got computer paper. You've got paper. Here's vellum. There's graph paper. This is Prima. Graph paper, and then we're going to repeat what we've got here. Absolutely, this is an absolutely beautiful journal. That's not what's in question. What was being said. Okay, so now you've got more vintage paper here. Got heavy cardstock here, more Prima. You've got ledger paper. So you have a nice assortment of different papers. You've got a pocket here. This is computer paper that has been copy dyed or tea dyed. So there's time in that. You've got a heavy cardstock. You've got lined paper. Here is some more Prima paper. And then we're going to repeat. So you have got a journal here with over 20 pages, which would be over 40 pages. Heavy cardstock. Okay, so by the time that you fill this up, you're going to have yourself an absolutely beautiful journal. What is the value? Well, the value to me is at least $35 to $45 of this journal. I think if you were to sell this outside by itself, that's to me what it would be worth. Maybe to you, not quite. Okay, so you've got, we'll take the low number. Let's just say, I don't want to get any of that on there. Let's just say $35. We'll just go with that. And then you've got a piece of Stamperia rice paper, okay, to decoupage. This goes anywhere. I have seen this for $2.55 up to $4. So we'll take the low end. We'll just go $2.55 for that, okay? And then we've got some stickers. I can't tell you what, these are vellum stickers. I have no idea what their value would be. We've got stickers in here. I don't want to open this up. I'm afraid I'm going to tear it. You've got glycine bags. You are easily with this over the $40 mark, okay? And then you've got, let's just say $5 for your dauber and 2 of your little sponges. And what did this come in at? $8 or $9. We're already at the $50 mark for this kit. We're there, and we're not even finished. So you've got 3 beautiful cards. You've got 2 playing cards, three playing cards. You've got Tim Holtz. I don't have it in front of me, but these are Tim Holtz. I don't know if they call these portraits. So there's 3 Tim Holtz. Certainly has value. You've got 5, is it 5? No, you've got 6 time cards there. You've got all your scraps, and scraps, I would probably say maybe $3. We'll put $3 on this. I don't know what you would value scraps, but they certainly have value. You can use these for tags, pockets, tucks, belly bands. I mean, flips. You could take this and you could fold this and make a mini journal out of it, so it would have a higher value. You could make envelopes out of these, so obviously the value would be even higher than that. I would put this maybe let's just say $3 for the value, and then you've got these large tags. I can't tell you, I bought these in bulk. I can't tell you what I paid for these, but just say $1. We are well over $50 already, and you've got bottle caps here. These are Tim Holtz bottle caps. They come in a set. I don't know what the value is, and then I used, and I think about Robin because she's got, bless her heart, she's got allergies, but there's dried lavender buds here from the San Francisco Herb Company, and they're in a tea bag. Obviously, I paid for the tea bag. I paid for the lavender buds. Can't tell you what I paid for those, but that's not the point. The point is I had come across a comment, and I was glad I came across the comment because I thought, okay, this needs to be talked about. There's nothing wrong with this. The comment was very kind, but the comment was that the person that wrote it was surprised that when I talk about making a kit or two for next year, that I'm thinking it is going to be more expensive. And I have in my head a $75 to $100 range, possibly $125, depending upon what I put in the kit. And this person had said something about, I would have thought it would have gone the opposite way, that it would have been less than the $50 kit. And so what I enjoyed about this comment is I had to stop and think about that. I thought, there's a lot of people struggling. I struggle. We're all struggling at different times. But I know that this particular person said that one of the first things that they have to let go of is craft supplies and that sort of thing. When you're on a tight budget, you're not out buying paper and things like that, and I get it. So, it just got me thinking, okay, could I go the other way? Well, I'm already not getting a lot for my journal that's included. I'm getting no time at all for that. Okay, my time is free. How would I lower the price of this? If it's $35, can I make one for what, 25? Would I want to make one for 25? That means that I have to find a paper that's not high quality for the most part. Doesn't mean that there couldn't be some high quality paper in there, but I'm going to have to go down on the paper. What am I going to do then for supplies? And how low do you want to go? Do you want a kit for $30? I might be able to do that, but I don't think I want to do that. I don't think that what I would offer you, I could not do a journal. I could put a kit together that you have to make yourself, that I would include maybe a variety of papers, and I could include also, like if it was this kit, I could include the rice paper, probably the dauber. I probably would not include the perforator because that's high end. The herbs I could do. I probably could do the milk cartons and the majority of this, but I don't think I would create the journal. You would have to create the journal. So that brings me to ask you, is that something you would be interested in? would you be interested in seeing a kit for $25 to $30 where you assemble it all? You put it together. Let me know, because maybe that's something that I can do. But I just wanted you to know that in these kits, the value's there. There's more than the value. And some kits, like one of them, had a full bottle of art glitter glue, and art glitter glue, I believe, on Amazon sells for $11 to $12 just for the glue. So I'm taking to what you said at heart, and I'm giving it some thought, and I might go there, but I want more feedback from all of you of what you think. Should we go there? Should we go there maybe every other month and still do the larger? Because I was only going to be doing 1 to 2, probably just one. I was calling it a pop-up of the more expensive end. But would you want me to put together something? Because I would not make a journal and have a kit for $35. There's just not any way. It's not going to happen. So you would have to do it yourself. And then I need to, if you say, yeah, if there's enough of you that want that, then I'm going to have to try to figure out what the price point would be to keep it at $25, $30, $35. Because then you've got shipping on top of that. So it might be something fun to do. I really appreciate the comment because it's got me thinking. But I also wanted to share with you, everything is getting to be more expensive, everything. So make sure, I hate to see people not be able to craft and enjoy working with your hands. Make sure that you check out if you've got garage sales, if you've got thrift stores. You can buy a prom dress, a wedding dress, and just get a ton of lace and netting and buttons and many times sequins and that sort of thing to be able to work with. Old books, check your libraries and see if your libraries put books on sales. Maybe you don't like what's on the inside of the book, but maybe the book cover would be something fantastic to play with. So keep an open mind when it comes to that. I want to thank you for the comment because you've got me now thinking in another direction, and now I need your feedback. So if you can let me know in the comments, I'm going to mull all this over and see where we're going to go from here. But I really, really appreciate it. I want to thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you. And you don't offend me. You know, when you ask questions and when you're honest, there is no offensive anything, because this is real life, and we all live in real life, and it just gives me something to think about and something to work forward to for you, and I want that. So this is the lavender kit. There is one in there. I will, if you're interested in November's kit, I will take first come in the messages, but they are sold, and I just really appreciate every one of you. I really, really do. Okay, this is getting long. I'm sorry I had to make the second one, but I really did mess up. So everybody, have a fantastic weekend. I will see you when we get back from the mountains, and just be safe, stay warm. Bye, guys.